Hunter, consider yourself the only invitee to my favorite meet time spot.
The only one? How did I win that honor?
I'll spare you the sappy stuff, but you've climbed to the top of my friendship ladder. Almost at the top.
I am honored that you think of me that way. The feeling is mutual. You're a great friend, and I...
Chill there, Hunter. You are getting too close to awkward territory.
But how will I show my appreciation if not through conversations like these that I now feel the need to have all the time?
Don't.
All the time, Nico. Maybe if I was at the top of the ladder and not close to the top, I would keep my mouth shut.
Fine, you're at the top, okay? I can't say it. You know how I feel. Just save my part of this conversation in your head and call it done.
1 second. That was sweet. Okay, done.
Good.
I'm surprised your favorite spot is the chapel.
Believe it or not, my family used to go to church religiously when I was a kid, so pretentious old buildings give me this comforting vibe. It wasn't always like this.
What changed?
Do I look like a psych major? But if I had to guess, I would say I needed to peel the rotten layers my dear mom left behind to get to my healthier innards. You know, onion style. And I took your advice. I showed my mom the kindness that she couldn't show me. I forgave her. Well, kinda. Maybe I'm still working on the forgiveness part, but I'm getting there.
It requires a very special character to forgive your mother for what she has done. You are stronger than I thought.
And now that that weight is off my shoulders, I'm only getting better. Now, there is no holding me back, and like you've been there for me, I'll be there for you. When we face your mom one final time, I want you to know, I got your back. Whatever you need, I'm your witch.
More chit-chat. I'm gonna wait near Magic.
You wanted to speak?
Leadership looks good on you, Hunter.
Thank you.
When did it happen?
Right before he rescued you.
That was fast. They must really value you. I remember welcoming the Suns with open arms and feeling that sense of camaraderie. But I still wonder if I truly belong, you know?
You do know that you still belong here with the Suns, right?
Do I? Sometimes I'm not sure.
You do not need to question it. This is where you belong. And as de facto leader of the Midnight Suns, I want you to know that.
That, means a lot. Thanks. I like the feeling of being part of a big, weird family. One that we both fit into.
So, I read in your war journals, issue 47 to be specific, that you've been to Transia.
Is that a question?
More like a prompt. You know, to see if the journals were true, or if there was something you left out intentionally.
Ah, for intel.
Yes, definitely for intel. If so, war journal number 47 is my favorite. So when you were surrounded by Hydra troops in that Transian cemetery, did all that stuff really happen? Where you bounced the shield off the tombstones and took out like 10 elite troops?
No.
Oh, so you made it up?
show them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
Let's make it quick then.
Bad luck for you, bud.
I cannot possibly action.
Approaches.
That was something. Some for the rest of us.
I don't think we're done just yet. They're not all that interested in anyone else.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Now it's time.
That's an interesting technique.
Do not bother running.
Chaos consumes me.
No one can cheat death. Not even you. No more insolence!
Know my reputation.
Their loyalty to her is unwavering.
Right here.
You're in trouble now.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Attached to that face.
Where have I seen that before?
Maybe it's time you quit this racket. Here, take it.
You have my thanks. I am impressed.
You're getting pretty good at that.
Eternity awaits.
How many times you gonna try that?
How many times is that?
I need no allies in this world.
You sure about that? Don't want to get up.
Together we are unstoppable.
Pretty good, bub.
I am impressed. Really the best you can do? You can do better than that.
They called in some friends.
Bring what you got.
Nothing to worry about so far. The strength of chaos energy.
Come, embrace the inevitable.
Got some backup coming.
I'm right here, still waiting.
Done waiting. Looking at me? Now for something real special.
Leave some for the rest of us. That's your strength.
That looked like it hurt. You ain't good enough for me. I wasn't even trying that hard. Stay down. Too easy.
I doubt they'll take that beating to heart, but we can always hope.
Heading to book club. Are you?
Meet you there.
After you.
My plan backfired. Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away.
Why would you do that?
More punch for the rest of us.
Why have I not heard of Crash Morgan? I know it's an older book, but this is exactly the kind of story I like.
I was up all night finishing this book. I should have read it earlier.
I thought Logan might bail. But I told him we bring more snacks this time. I have him figured out. Hunter, you good?
I am ready.
All right, Logan, I need to know. Why did you choose this book?
I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book.
It was written in the 1940s, so I expected some repugnant attitudes and phrases. But it surprised me. The writing was simple, yet the story was deeper than it had any right to be.
What was your favorite part?
It's in the chapter where Crash and the princess escape the Zorgots. The next morning, they see the sun rise and Mars rising beside it. When the princess asks what the future holds and Crash just stares at Mars as it eclipses the sun, it gave me chills.
Is it just me, or do the stellar bodies represent their time together?
Absolutely. The time they have together is fleeting. I think this is where Crash first realizes there's no future for the two of them. Anyway, I think the moment gets lost when the Zorgots deploy their Null Stalkers.
I don't get why the robot dog didn't warn them. I thought it could talk.
Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing.
Got it. So, what's the idea with Crash's promise?
What about it?
When Crash apprehends Glaxogorp, they have a tense conversation in the back of the flypod. Crash says there's a way the Zorgots can leave the moon with everything they want, but the princess must take the throne. Then Crash vows that no queen of royal blood shall ever rule Deimos. Glaxogorp agrees, but why? Crash breaks the vow in the next chapter.
Glaxocorp agrees because all Zorgots know Crash never lies.
Isn't that the point? Crash cares so deeply for the princess that even a vow can be broken. And how does that tie into the Hydro gunfight at the top of the space scraper?
Really? You don't see it?
I do.
They're shapeshifters.
Who?
Crash and Glaxogorp.
No.
Yep.
But then, when do they...
The Hydro gunfight. Crash gets hit in the helmet and goes down. And what happens whenever Crash is unconscious?
The helmet changes color. Turns bronze like the suit.
Right. Then Glaxogorp pulls up on the rocket sled and takes Crash and the princess into custody. That's when they make the switch. Crash and Glaxogorp change form, but where do they stash the princess?
That rocket sled had a bunch of places to hide a princess.
Ah, but the next time you see the sled, Glaxogorp passes it off to another Zorgot and orders it to be sterilized. Their plan required her to be in Crash's suit. The opaque helmet keeps her safe. So we get to the Deimos Council meeting. The princess refuses the throne and declares her love for Crash, who is the princess in Crash's suit. When they embrace, the false princess deactivates the Magna Manacles binding Crash. But Crash nabs the Star Scepter from the fake princess, activates the suit's zoom vest, and smashes through the monoculus.
So, if that's the actual princess, she escapes. But who is the false princess?
That's a shape-shifted Glaxogorp. Without the Star Scepter, Deimos can't crown their queen.
Right. She never wanted it, and the Zorgots definitely don't want it. Glaxogorp, posing as the princess, can steer Deimos away from war.
And when the fake Glaxogorp vows the Star Scepter shall be restored to the princess, that's actually Crash.
So Crash made 2 vows and broke neither of them. The cliffhanger with Glaxogorp chasing Crash's ship is actually Crash returning to the princess so they can escape Deimos.
You got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels.
Clever. I like it more now. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
So, Logan, why did you pick this book?
Because it's fun.
No other reason?
Every book doesn't need to be a teachable moment.
I almost wish this book was a comic instead. I would have liked to see the monoculus.
My book was the best of them.
You have only been to 2 meetings.
Yeah, but you know I'm right.
Good girl, Charlie. You did not mention a book for next time.
Yeah, with everything going on, I'm gonna put book club on a hiatus until things are less apocalyptic.
Book club really was not my thing.
Really? Then why did you keep showing up?
I would rather be bored around people than bored alone.
I can't argue with that. Actually, I need to thank you for sticking around since the beginning. For all your help with Carol.
Of course.
I don't get close to many people. I never get into relationships. That's not a rule I ever break. But I did with Carol. Beyond all the reasons, I find her amazing. Do you know why?
You are into her because she can kick your ass.
That's exactly it.
Really? I was joking.
I'm not. Vampires fight dirty. They'll kill whoever you love just because they can. If they really want you to suffer, they'll turn your true love into one of them. That's why dating me is a death sentence, and I refuse to put that weight on anyone. But can you imagine some pissant vampire trying to chow down on Captain Marvel? First, his fangs would snap off on contact with her skin. Then she'd just chuck it into space. No hiding from the sun out there. There's no way they can ever touch her. But it's not just that.
It is you. She is safe from you.
Yeah. I never break my rule because I know deep down there's a chance I could lose control. But with Carol, hell, she could hold me over her head till I was myself again. Wouldn't even break a sweat.
Well, completely unrelated, I want to watch Captain Marvel bench press Blade.
I would not.
You were no fun.
And you already knew that. Well, I'm glad you joined me for all of this. Maybe next time the world is ending, I'll start a sparring club.
A sparring club? Is that just training with a fancy name?
You saw right through me. On your way out?
I should leave.
Good meeting.
I'm the best there is at what I do, but you're right behind me.
Yes, hello. You know, I was obsessed with the sun as a kid. A huge nuclear reactor fueling all light and life in our solar system. And then looking up at the stars at night and realizing there were other nuclear reactors, some of them even bigger and brighter, probably supporting planets just like ours. I was blown away.
And now?
I want to say I still am, but I saw countless stars while I was in the Kree Star Force. White dwarfs, red giants, even a couple of neutrino stars. Sadly, the sense of wonder eventually wears off, like most things.
It sounds like you miss that sense of wonder.
A part of me does, I guess. But I can't really complain. These powers opened a lot of doors. Makes you wonder where I'd be if the Kree's Psyche Magnetron hadn't turned my imagination into reality. Would I still be in the Air Force? Or NASA? Or maybe something completely out of left field, like a social media influencer with a famous cat? What would the life of regular Carol Danvers look like?
You would have found new ways to break boundaries and set new records. Probably break those as well.
I do love the sound of a glass ceiling shattering, and it would be nice to know that I did it with no extraterrestrial help, so to speak. That's a thought. Maybe in another life. But for now, you're stuck with me in this one.
Holy One, or is it unholy?
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? I have high expectations. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
You have my undivided attention. In this reality, anyway. I've crossed paths with this artifact once before. It didn't end well. Good day, Hunter.
Back again. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here.
New and improved.
The fire burns brighter. Just what I need. Peace.
Ain't gonna go easy, bub. Nice match, kid.
Later.
You're looking well, Chief. So I know it's impolite to talk about the demon in the room, but let's talk about the demon in the room. I mean the one in the forge, specifically, not the others that haunt this place. Or my dreams.
Understood.
I know I said I was completely comfortable with that thing before, but I may have lied. Mainly because I thought it was listening.
It most likely was.
Was what?
Listening.
You're joking, right?
No. There are times I hear it whisper to me, begging to be released. I find the entire thing quite unnerving. Tony?
Ah! Glad we could have this chat. Really eased my mind about everything. By the way, you don't happen to have a pen or a quill, do you? Just want to jot down a few last words in case I get swallowed up by a hellmouth while reaching for some pliers.
To think, long ago the nation of Transia was once the seat of power for the heroic knights of Wundagore.
Might as well be Camp Hydra these days.
They're pulling in reinforcements from everywhere. But reinforcing what exactly?
Mount Wundagore. There's been something wrong with that place for as long as I can remember.
Something like this.
Nothing wrong with that. Now we know where to strike. Time for a little payback on Queen Demon... No? Right. Make one slight mistake.
Handing my mother the last page of the Darkhold?
Bringing back the Hulk.
Okay, same mistake. Technically, fine. You take point then.
Roger that.
Actually, how about you let us handle things? The Sanctum, Tony's Gamma Death Star, Wanda? Think about it. Every time we listen to you all, some new catastrophe seems to happen. You're not our babysitter, Hunter. You're our leader. And we are the Midnight Suns. We're family.
And family's family. So this time,
We got your back.
Then what are we waiting for?
what if we aim for his heart or something?
He's not a vampire. He's a gamma-powered muscle man.
Juiced up with a heavy dose of Lilith's corruption.
In other words, we're screwed.
Look, I know Lilith is like a dark goddess with an extra angry Hulk as her number 2.
Don't forget the Parchment of Power. She's got that too, which is like super OP.
But we've got something that she doesn't.
A death wish?
No, dude. We've got friends. Each other. We're the Midnight Suns. And you know what we Suns do?
We rise.
We've got this, guys. We have to believe in ourselves if we're gonna pull this off. Blade, Robbie, you know what to do, right?
We'll see you soon, Nico.
Better not leave me hanging, because our entire continued existence depends on us.
Right. No pressure. It's just the end of the world.
Not if we can help it.
Should we do a gold team?
Don't ruin it. A good speech is
I'll be monitoring the troops' movements from here. You have a small window to strike the facility and get out.
What if we like the place and want to move in?
Watch it. If you want to prove yourself on this mission, you don't need to start acting like Tony Stark. You're traveling to the heart of Lilith's power.
We know. We'll be extra careful. Slime bubbles, demon energy barriers, or jolly green monsters?
Then they're ours.
That room.
Lilith, too. So it was here, all along. Wanda was right.
She usually is.
Right. One problem at a time. Midnight Suns, assemble! Or whatever.
Yes. Midnight Suns assemble or whatever.
Why not?
It looks as if Lilith has sent every last Hydra goon she could find to guard the entrance.
Between the creepy glow and the howling demonic Hulk, I think we're running out of time.
We must not let them stand in our way.
Now is
They cannot possibly match your strength.
compared to the things I have seen and killed.
Leave some for the rest of us. Do not bother running.
Just as the stories told us, you are strong.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
situation is under control.
Your end.
Order just came in.
And where do you think you're going?
I've got your back.
To think this was once hallowed ground, long before Lilith was entombed here.
Too bad it was Hydra that finally stuck around.
Kazan has been waiting eons for this moment. Don't give Hydra any more credit than I have to.
Nor should you.
My parents will not be denied.
You wield that sword with great composure, Magic.
Tell us what you know.
We see of your movements.
We will not fail. I will remember your face.
Ugh. You can cut that out anytime. I still don't get why these guys keep fighting. What else do mercenaries take in trade?
We both know what Lilith offers them, Nico. A false promise of eternity catered to every corrupted mind.
A spell carried on silent whispers.
Now is not the time to revenge.
Very effective.
It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude.
Don't waste my time.
The Knights of Wundagore held rituals of their own not far from here. They believed this land was cursed.
A well-justified conclusion.
Wundagore resonated with the dark energies of Kazan. Even the mountain could not contain his vile influence forever.
No point in protecting your master now.
to me!
Punch it!
Hell yeah!
You alone among your kind can serve as the conduit of my power, precious child. Liber tenebris reversus es nubis. Only a few moments longer. Together we will reforge the Darkhold and usher in...
It's over, lady!
Mother, no! Stop this!
Lucky shot. She won't hit me again.
But it is all for you. Everything I do is always for you, child.
Block her out! She gave up the right to call you that word when she sold her soul to that monster.
The truth shall reveal itself soon enough, sister.
Even with her attention focused on that damn book, Lilith's barrier will not be easy to bring down.
Yeah, but the cave shore is.
Midnight Suns, disassemble.
Now you're talking.
It's not the most elegant solution, but bringing the roof down on them will certainly put a damper on things.
Should have hit a few of those columns with the hell ride. I'm gonna tell Robbie you said that. Here it comes.
I saw a move like that once.
Stephanie trick.
They're displacing!
This temple will be buried for another 1,000 years.
I think they like me.
Do not waste your strength here, child. What has been set in motion cannot be undone. Will not be undone.
You have the power to stop this, Mother!
A debt of blood is owed, and a debt of blood shall be paid. Chthon will rise. There's no convincing her. You know what you have to do.
Never seen that before.
The light will heal you. I feel more like myself every day.
Restore our strength! About time.
Now that was something.
Just comes.
I am impressed.
The blood of heroes will sustain us. We can wait no more.
You will obey. Anyone that touches me is going down.
Sarah, sister. It's been far too long.
Don't speak as if you know me, demon. You haven't been my sister for centuries.
It saddens me to hear you say that. But there's still time for you to see things his way.
No one calling himself the Midnight Sun will ever join your corrupted ranks. I promise you that.
You kissed the mother with that mouth? Come get it. anyone in trouble here. Give him a hand. More warm bodies on the way.
They have not changed their plans.
Lilith may have found the one man, or monster, capable of withstanding the dark energies of that book long enough to fully restore it.
Banner's been nothing but trouble since this whole thing started.
We both know what it is like to have a power that others desire, Blade.
Maybe, but I don't rip my clothes off and go berserk whenever I'm in a bad mood.
This shall be of great help.
Let's do it!
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Soon we will be nourished. Defiler. We will not be she has provided for us.
Haven't lost interest yet. Stark should have just nuked this place from orbit. You know he's got one somewhere.
We have enough problems with the Hulk as it is. I doubt that would calm his temper.
I say we do it anyway. Burn them all! It's your time. She will sustain us.
They cannot possibly match your strength. Welcome assistance.
As she will. The same. By my side.
It is time. Blade told me to mention your mother. Apparently, she's promiscuous.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Really want to piss me off. Looks like they still want a piece.
Liber tenebris reversus es nobi.
Get out of there, now! You've done more than anyone could ask.
Almost. Yo, Demon Lady! One thing before we go. This is for
Johnny Blaze!
No! The cell must not be interrupted!
Now we may leave.
Mother.
Your mother died centuries ago. Now get out of there.
What's wrong?
Everything.
Yes, Robbie, I have eyes.
The mysterious structure, which has
I
been
hope Aunt
described
May
as
isn't
some
watching
kind
this
of
because
ancient
she's going to
temple,
flip.
has suddenly appeared in the war-torn Republic
We
of
try to stop
Transia,
it, but
decimating a
I
remote
screwed
village
up,
at the
Robbie.
base of Mount
It's
Wonderful.
okay, you can
These
say it.
images,
Doesn't
taken
matter
by
who
tourists,
screwed up.
have been reposted
What
over
matters
2
is that
million
we're
times
screwed.
on every social media outlet with the hashtag ApocalypseWow.
We're in the end game now.
Erethole! I mean, hello there. Apologies, I was...
Wanda, there's something I ought to say to you.
Oh?
You were right about Lilith's tomb.
Did you just say I was right about something?
I did. Just as you were probably right about other things, too. Many other things. You let an old, stubborn immortal let you take the blame for so much.
You were hurting. You needed something to point to.
And here I was thinking I was the one who was supposed to take care of all of you. I am sorry, Wanda. For everything.
So am I.
I see you and Caretaker are on the mend.
Seems so. I should be happy about it. But how can I be happy about anything when the Temple of Chthon is wreaking havoc on my home? I grew up in Transia, you know. In a remote village at the foot of Mount Wondergore. It's all destroyed now. Along with those poor people's lives.
If Transians are anything like you, I have faith in their resiliency.
We are known for being a tough crowd. It's a hard life there. Lots of conflict, lots of tragedy.
Hard lives make hard people. They will survive, and one day rebuild.
And I'd like to be around to help them. But first, we have to stop your mom. I'm afraid of her, you know, of seeing her. I mean, what if it happens again? What if she turns me back into bad Wanda? What if I go dark?
I know you fear yourself, fear what you can do, but I am telling you that it is only holding you back.
Yeah, I know. You've been helping me with that. It's just, I don't want to fall. I couldn't bear to hurt any of you again.
So use your power to stop that from happening. I know you have it in you to resist Lilith.
You seem to know, but I'm not so sure.
Then get sure. We need you in full form, even if it is terrifying.
Be careful what you wish for. Well, I ought to get back to the news. See what new horrors are befalling my hometown.
Do not watch too much of it. The overconsumption of news media is supposed to be bad for your mental health, especially during an apocalypse.
There are worse things for your mental health, Hunter. And I'm pretty sure I've experienced them all. I'll take my chances with a little cable news. Night.
What's up, Sunshine?
Yay, we did it. Ugh, the first time we're actually trusted to sit in the driver's seat, the first freaking time, and we couldn't stop her. We dropped a mountain on her head, and Lilith still managed to summon the Temple of Chthon. Way to go, team.
It is not the end of the world, Nico.
Yes, it is. Like it's literally the end of the world. The Temple of Chthon is here, and soon giant flying squid god will come to feast on all of our souls.
Nico, I am not going to let that happen. Chosen one, remember?
How come you always manage to say the exact right thing to make me feel better?
It is one of my secret superpowers.
You mean not so secret superpower? Alright, I'm gonna stay out here a while and lick my wounds for a little bit longer. Thanks for, checking up on me.
Anytime.
Can you not feel it, child? The end is upon us.
You have gone too far, Mother.
I could say the same to you, child. Leaving me for dead and buried under that mountain. What a way to treat your mother.
One look at Transia tells me everything I need to know. Sarah was right. My mother died centuries ago.
Pains me to hear you say that. Especially when everything I have done has...
Do not say it. Do not tell me you have unleashed all those horrors in my name.
I do not need to. All will be revealed soon. The Darkhold is finally complete. The prophecy draws to its close. The Midnight Sun is coming, and with it, him. We will all have our final parts to play. Will you be ready when the curtain rises?
If everything you do is truly for me, Mother, then I beg you to stop. Let us both return to our graves and let the world know peace.
You almost sound like him.
I thought we could not talk about him here.
Don't be ridiculous, not him. Him. Your father. He once said something similar to me, several lifetimes ago.
I have never heard of you speak of him until now.
We close upon the end of a billion years prophecy. Forgive me if I'm a bit sentimental. I sometimes wonder if I could bring his soul to this place. To have him stand once more beside me. Beside us.
I implore you, do not. In his death, he has been spared the sight of the foul creature you have become. I envy him for that. What? No snappy comeback? Promises that we shall be reunited under the glorious eye of the Midnight Sun?
No, child. Not this time.
Agatha?
I'm sorry to intrude, dear. Do you have a moment?
For you? Of course.
You always came to me for advice when vexed by a difficult problem. Never Sarah.
I could always count on your wisdom.
Really? I always feared I was flying by the seat of my broom. Did I tell you I had one of those in the 1960s? Quite comfortable.
A seated broom? Where is it now? Can I see it?
Lost in the chaos of an unforgettable music festival. It was a wild year.
A shame. So, what troubles you?
I don't know how to say this without sounding melodramatic, but... despite our actions, the prophecy unfolds. Chthon's return seems inevitable. Yet all I can do for the people I love is haunt a library and play macabre tour guide.
Agatha.
I should be here with Sarah and yourself, helping to bring the team together. But I never have felt more... useless. I'm sorry, Hunter. I'll leave you to your rest.
Agatha, wait. Good night.
Agatha. Hunter, I'm coming in. Where is she? I heard you speaking with her.
I am surprised you can hear Agatha.
Then you don't deny it?
Why would I? Especially to you.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? Why didn't you tell Caretaker?
I made a promise not to tell.
To who?
Agatha.
Then why now?
Because if you can hear Agatha, the two of you need to have a long talk.
I don't know if I could face her.
Then let me talk to her.
All right. I'm trusting you, Hunter.
Good night. Quite a view out here, Logan.
You know, I didn't always go by Logan. Or Wolverine, for that matter. Once upon a time, they used to call me Weapon X. Not exactly warm and cuddly, eh?
Tough. Deadly. It suits you.
Maybe so. But sometimes, I wonder how things would have turned out for me if I'd been given a different name. You know, something softer like Bob or Moonchild. You ever think how your whole destiny got laid out the minute they named you Hunter?
If we are choosing names, then I should be Demon Spawn.
Ah. You want me to start calling you that?
Hold off for now. It could upset the others.
I think you got lucky with somebody like Caretaker watching out for you.
I suppose her name is fitting, then.
I'd have killed to have someone like Caretaker in my life. One way or another, I've lost everybody I ever cared about.
That must have been hard on you.
For a while, yeah. But lately, I've been feeling like I'm getting my edge back. Like when I was younger.
Oh? What changed?
Could be a lot of things. Maybe I've been eating better. Maybe it's some kind of weirdo Abbey magic at work. Or maybe it's the fact that I somehow managed to make a new friend.
I am heartened to hear you feel like you are getting your edge back, Logan.
Just keep pointing me at the bad guys, and we'll get along great. I ain't had a real teammate I could count on since I took a break from the X-Men.
How is it?
It's kinda nice.
I still can't believe it.
What don't you believe, Robbie?
That our plan failed.
We can.
Hey Doc, I was thinking, what if you or magic opened up a portal and I could create a large-scale moving platform? What have you got for me, boss? Nice, you brought me the good stuff. Sometimes, I even impress myself.
What have you brought me today? Now this is magic. Until next time.
Remember that time we fought together in Madripoor?
Back again. Ready for more? Now we can really get down to work.
Like playing with fire.
See you around.
This is the first time I've been here since, for obvious reasons, Agatha is on my mind. I can't imagine how much pressure it would be to carry that kind of secret. Of course, I'd like to know more, but I trust you're doing the best you can.
I have nothing to add, but soon, I promise.
That's all I ask. I don't know what I expected to find here.
Books, usually.
Thank you for that. I meant, Agatha and I spent so much time here, I expected to feel, I don't know, anything at all. Instead, I'm just numb. I'm starting to feel guilty that I don't feel guilty.
I am very familiar with what you describe.
Really? Who was it for you?
The first Midnight Suns. I last saw them the day of my death. If I had not rushed off to fight my mother, all of us could have survived. When I think of them, there is an empty sadness. I can still hear their voices, picture their faces, but their absence hollows out my heart.
Oh, that's exactly it. And it's reassuring.
How so?
I'm not alone. And that means so much. Well, I should get back to my studies.
Agatha, a moment?
Yes, Hunter? And why are we whispering?
Meet me in my room. We need to talk.
All right. What is this about?
Wanda knows you are in the Abbey. Last night, she overheard us speaking.
She did?
She confronted me and demanded to know where you were.
What did you tell her?
I could not lie to her. Not about this.
I'm glad you didn't. If Wanda overheard me, the rules have changed.
Should we tell her?
Yes, this evening. I'll seek you out after the mission. Here I go, stirring up trouble. Feels like old times.
Magic is right. What's done is done. No use in dwelling on our mistakes. Best to look forward.
I apologize for not having the bandwidth to speak last night. It's just, I'm still in a bit of shock. My mind has been spinning, trying to process it all.
Take all the time you need.
That's just the thing, Hunter. We don't have time. There's no excuse. I must pull myself together. At any moment, my sister will unleash Chthon upon the planet. Yet Wanda is back in the library reading as if we were back to normal before Agatha passed. How many wishes she was here, so I could ask her for guidance, for a way out of this mess.
And the other half
is glad she's not alive to endure the horrors of what a Chthon reign would bring. Still, I wonder what she would say if she was here.
I know one thing she would have wanted.
What's that?
To see this rift between you and Wanda finally healed.
I know, but I'm not quite ready for that. Not yet.
Just do not wait until the world is over to do it.
It may never happen then. Not in this life. I need to get my head together. Now that the Temple of Chthon is revealed, our options are dwindling.